that today I'll be doing the rest of the sums with you from this gravitation chapter. Okay, so today we'll be doing sums from escape velocity, orbital velocity and Kepler's law. Okay, so let's revise the formulas before doing the sum. So the first is the Kepler's law, which is the law of your time period. Okay, so t square is directly proportional to r cube, where t is the time period, r is the mean distance from the earth to the satellite, okay, or from the sun to the earth. So v0 is the velocity or the orbital velocity, ve is the escape velocity, voh is the orbital velocity at a particular height h. Next is time period t for the satellite revolving around the earth. So t is the 2 pi r by v0, nothing. I have showed you the reduction before. So it comes down to t is equal to 2 pi root over of re plus h whole cube by GME. And ME, from the time period we can also calculate the mass of the earth. ME is equal to 2 pi square re plus h whole cube by t square t. The next is time period in terms of density. So in terms of density, the formula is t is equal to root over of 3 pi by g rho, and the last but not the least, v, the velocity. Suppose the velocity of earth is given and velocity of some other planet is given. Okay, so to calculate the velocity with which the body will leave from the earth to the other planet, then the formula is v is equal to 2 gm 1 by r minus 1 by r plus h. So as you can see, I have written down all the formulas which is required in our sum. So let's start with sum number 11. So before you start the sum, please open your books to page 536. So in 536, page number 536, you'll get all the sums. Okay. So let us start sum number 11. I had not done sum number 11 with you, and I had told you that this is based on Kepler's law. So as we have finished the Kepler's law, so today we will be doing that sum. So what is the sum say? The mean distance of Earth from the sun is 1.496 into 10 to the power 8 kilometer. That means distance of Earth from the sun, r, is given as 1.496 into 10 to the power how much? 8 kilometer. Okay, so you can convert it into meter, or so let us convert it into meter. It will be better for us. So 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 meter. Now what is given to you? It is given thus, and its sidereal revolution period, that means time period, is given as 365.3 days. Okay, so the earth, the time period of the earth is given as 365.3 days. Okay, and what else is given? The sidereal revolution period of the planet Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars is also given. So time period of Venus is given as 224.7 days. Okay, and what is given? Mars is given as 687.0 days. Okay, so time period of Mars is given as 687.0 days. Okay, now what you have to find out? You have to find out, estimate the mean distances of this planet from the sun. Okay, so 1 r is given to us, 3 t's are given to us. You have to find the mean. You have to find the mean distance of this planet from the sun. Okay, so to do this sum, okay, so you have to take the earth as the reference, time period of the earth as the reference. So suppose we are finding out the mean distance of Venus. Okay, so to find out the Venus, so you will be using Kepler's law over here. Okay, so Te by Tv whole square, okay, is equal to, what is the distance of the earth? Re by Rv, where Rv is the mean radius of the Venus. Okay, so whole cube. Okay, so by using this formula, Te means we are finding this r is nothing but the distance between the earth and the sun. Okay, so we will take this as this Te, time period of the earth, and the radius of, and this mean distance of the earth. For finding the with respect to that, we will find the mean distance of the Venus and Mars. So for finding out the radius of the Venus, mean distance of the Venus, you use this formula. Te is given to you, Tv is given to you, Re is this one, the mean distance from the earth to the sun, and Rv you can easily find out by putting it in the formula. So put it in the formula and get the answer. Okay. Next part, similarly they have asked you to find the Mars also, the mean distance, estimate the mean distance of the Mars. Similarly, take earth as the reference. So TE by TM whole square is equal to RE by RM whole cube. Okay, so by putting the values again, you know the value of TM, you know the value of TE, you know the value of RE. So you can easily find out RM. Okay, so put it and do it and get the answer. Okay, I hope you understood this sum. Next, now in the previous videos and in the previous assignment, I had done sums till 17. So now let us start with sums for 18. Okay, students. So what is sum number 18? Let's start with sum number 18. So what is sum number 18 say? It's given the distance of the moon from the earth is 3.8 into 10 power 5 kilometer. That means moon is, you know that moon is the satellite of the earth. So this is basically based on your orbital velocity. Okay, because here satellite and the planet is given. Earth is the planet and moon is the satellite. So what is the given? What is given to us? R is given to us as how much? 3.8 into 10 power 5 kilometer. Okay, that means the distance between the planet and the satellite is given as 3.8 into 10 power 5 kilometer. Okay. Next, what else? Calculate the speed of the moon revolving around the earth. That means we have to find the orbital velocity of the satellite. Okay, because moon is the satellite of the earth. What else is given to you? Mass of the earth, ME, is given as 6.1 into 10 to the power 24 kgs. Okay. And what else? G is given as 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Okay. So these three quantities are given to you. Now you can easily put it in the formula. If you know the formula, sum is nothing. So put it in the formula. So V0 is equal to root over of G ME by R. You know ME, you know G, you know R. You can easily find out the value of V0. Okay, put it and get the answer. Okay, very simple. Next, let us go to sum number 19. Okay, sum number 19. Let us see what sum number 19 is telling us. Okay, sum number 19. Sum number 19 states a satellite which is at a height of h from the earth's surface. That means here h is given on the earth's surface completes one revolution of the earth in 90 minutes. That means time period is given as 90 minutes. Obviously, minutes is not the SI unit. So, let us convert it into seconds. 90 minutes means 1 minute is 60 seconds. So, 90 minutes means 90 into 60, which is 5400 seconds. Okay. So, we have got the time. Next, what else is given? If the radius of the earth, RE, is given as 6370 kilometer. Okay. And what else is given? So you can convert it into meter. So it is 6.37 into 10 to the power 6 meter. I have already taught you how to convert kilometer to meter. Okay. Now, and the acceleration due to gravity G is given as 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so these values are given to you and you have to find what you have to find out? You have to find out the value of h. Okay, so how will you find out the value of h? Now, I have written here the formula. You can see T in terms of your universal constant G and ME. But I have already taught you in your class that GME is nothing but small g r square. Okay, remember always that GME is nothing but small g r square. Okay, so instead of, if the sum is not given in terms of universal constant, you can easily do in terms of acceleration due to gravity. Instead of GME, you can easily put GR square. Okay, so let us put it in the formula. So I am rubbing the quantities. So basically here you have to find the height. H is asked for to you. Okay, so let me rub this value. Let me write down the formula for you. Okay, so our formula is T is equal to 2 pi. Now we can just square it. Okay, so let me first write down, then I'll show you how to do it. So 2 pi root over of RE plus H whole cube, and instead of GME, since G and ME is not given to us, we will express it in terms of GRE whole square. Okay, because we know RE, we know G, we can easily put it in the formula. Now, if you do it in this way, it will become very difficult for you. So, we have to find H. So, let us square. So, you square both sides. Okay, squaring both sides. Okay, I am bringing it in the simple equation. After that, you solve it. Okay, so squaring both sides, what we will get? T square is equal to 4 pi square. Now, square root goes away. So, you are left with RE plus H whole cube by G RE square. Okay, now it has become easy for you. Just put the values. You know the value of T, you know the value of RE, you know the value of G. You can easily find out H. Okay, students. So, please put the values, solve, and you will get the answer for H. Okay, hope the sum 19 is clear to you. Okay, so after this, we go to sum number 20. Remember, students, the sums, if you write on the quantity, students, sums come automatically. Means which formula you have to apply, you get the formula automatically if you can write down the quantities. Quantities are the utmost importance. Okay, quantities, that's why I always tell you, students, before doing any sum, write down the quantities. Because if you know the quantities, formula, you can do it easily. Okay, so children, let us start with sum number 20. So, what is sum number 20 saying? It is telling, calculate the orbital velocity of a satellite revolving around the earth. So, V0 is asked to you. Okay. What else is given to you? It's given if the radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 power 6 meter. That means RE is given as 6.4 into 10 power 6 meter. Okay. And acceleration due to gravity G is given as 10 meter per second square. Okay. What else is given? What will be the orbital velocity if the satellite will be at a height of 2000 km from the Earth's surface? So, you see here, students, that this sum, there are two parts in the sum. One, here when RE and G is given, you have to find out V0, and another, you have to find out V0H, where the height, when height is given as 2000, yes, 2000, right? Yes, 2000 kilometer. So, you can convert into meter. Obviously, 2000 kilometer means 2 into 10 power 6 meter. Okay. So, let us first find V0, then we will find V0H. Okay. So, V0 or VO, what is the formula of VO? I told you GM. So, VO is root over of GME by R. Now, I told you that GME, the formula is GME. You have to always remember, it's nothing but GRE square. Okay. So, if we put it over there, we will get in terms of acceleration due to gravity formula. Okay. So, if you put it R square, okay, by R, so you are left with root over of GR. Okay. So, if you put the value, you know the value of RD, you can use here R. See, different like Earth, as it is given the Earth, so you can easily put it as RE square, okay, or R small r also you can put it. So, it becomes, so one R gets cancelled, so you are left with root over of GRE. Okay, you know the value of RE, you know the value of G, put it, get the answer. Okay, now coming to the orbital velocity when it is at a height of 2000 km. Okay, I have already mentioned the formula. So, at this, it's very easy. So, it is nothing but G RE square by RE plus H. So, H is given as 2 into 10 power 6, RE is given as 6.4 into 10 power 6, G is given as 10, and RE is obviously given as 6.4 into 10 power 6. Just put it in these two formulas and you will get the orbital velocity of the satellite as well as when the orbital velocity when it is at a height of 2000 km. Okay, students. Next we go to, so you see here that if you know the formula, sums are really easy, and that's why in the class I told you, students, each formula is related with each other. Okay, that means from one formula you get the next one. So you cannot afford to forget the previous formula. You have to remember the formulas. Okay, one formula you get, the next gets easily derived. Okay, now let's do sum number 21. What is sum number 21? A 500 kg satellite. So here the mass of a satellite is given to us. What is the mass of the satellite given? 500 kg. Okay, revolves around Earth at a height of 10 to the power of 3 kilometer. Okay, so h is given as 10 to the power 3 kilometer. Okay, so which can be written as 10 to the power 6 meter, right? Above the earth's surface, calculate assuming the circular velocity, the speed of the satellite. You have to find out v0, okay, of the satellite, as well as angular velocity of the satellite and the gravitational force of the earth of the satellite. Okay, so you have to find out the this one. You have to find out the velocity of the satellite. You have to find out the angular velocity. Okay, as well as you have to find out F, gravitational force of the satellite from the earth's surface. Okay, so what else quantity is given to you? Re is given as 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. Okay, what else? G is given as 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so coming to first the orbital velocity of the satellite. Okay, so we know that this is the formula VOH. Okay, satellite here means as the height is given, so you can write it as VOH. So first, for the first part, VOH is nothing but it is root over of G RE squared by RE plus H. You know all the values, put it and get the velocity of the satellite. Okay, the orbital velocity of the satellite. So we are done with the first part. Now coming to angular velocity. What is the formula of angular velocity? Omega. Omega is nothing but 2 pi n. Right? And what is this n? It is nothing but 1 by t. N means the frequency. Okay? And it is nothing but omega, we can write it as 2 pi by t. Okay? Now what they have asked? They have asked the angular velocity of the satellite. Okay? So if I put, see, I have already done a equation. Okay, done here, t we have got. Okay? You can also write omega as 2 pi by t. Okay, or it can also be written as omega is equal to 2 pi r, as I have told you in the class before that omega is 2 pi r by v0. Okay, 2 pi r is the distance, v is the velocity, so angular velocity is 2 pi r by v0. Okay, now what is this r? It is nothing but RE. Okay, now from here you are getting the velocity, orbital velocity, and the height. Since it is height, it's given. RE is given to you. You can easily put the values of VOH and RE and get the angular velocity. Okay, you don't have to go for time period. You can easily put it over here, solve and get the answer. Okay, students. So we are done with the next part. Next comes your the next part is the force of gravity. Yes, gravitational force of the satellite. So obviously we'll use the force of gravity formula over here. So what is the formula of force of gravity? We have done Newton's universal law of gravitation. We have already done. What is the formula? F is equal to, what is the it is the universal constant G. ME is the mass of the earth, ME. Okay, and MS is the mass of the satellite because it is G capital M small m by RT square. Okay, now here ME, because mass of the earth is bigger than that of the satellite moon, so ME is the bigger mass, MS is the smaller mass, and G is the universal constant. Now you will tell, ma'am, ME is not given, G is not given, how can we put the value? Remember, I have told you now that GME can be replaced by small g r square, acceleration due to gravity. So G RE square by MS by RE square. Okay, so RE square gets cancelled and you are just left with G into MS. Okay, now this is the formula of the gravitational force. Okay, but here one thing you have to remember, students, that the satellite is kept at a height h. H is involved over here. So instead of this, what we are going to do, we are not going to use this formula. Instead of this, we are going to use the height. Okay, since the height is given to us, that was Newton's universal law of gravitation. If the mass and there is no height is involved over here, but if the distance is given. But here in the sum, as you can see that a particular height is given over here. So you are going to use the formula GME/MS by RE plus H whole square. Now GME can be replaced by G RE square. Okay, MS by RE plus H whole square. Now, you know all the values, you know ms, you know re, okay, you know h, you know g. You can easily put the formula and find out the gravitational force between the earth and the satellite. Okay, so we have found out the velocity, the orbital velocity at a height. We have found out the angular velocity, and we have found out the gravitational force. Okay, next let us move to sum number 22. Okay, so see students, each formula is related with the other one. Okay, so let's do sum number 22. What is sum number 22 telling? A satellite is revolving around the earth in a circular orbit of radius 8,000 km. That means height is given as 8,000 km. So 8,000 km means 8 into 10 to the 6 meter. Okay. What else is given? With what speed this satellite be projected in the orbit? Okay. That means you have to find out the orbital velocity of the satellite. Okay. What else is given? What will be the period of revolution? Obviously, T is asked to you. These two quantities are asked. What are the quantities given? Is G is given as 9.8. Okay, G is given as 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, and RE is given as 6.4 into 10 power 6 meter. Yes. Okay, so you know the orbital velocity. What is orbital velocity? V0. Now, all the sums they are given in terms of your universal constant. So, here we can write it as G RE square. Okay, as the formula goes by RE plus H. Okay, why RE plus H? Because there is a height involved over here. Okay, as there is a height involved over here, so you can write it as G RE square. Okay, and RE square you can write it as your RE plus H. Okay, what they have asked? With what speed this satellite be projected in the orbit? Okay, you have to find out what is the with what speed this should be projected in the satellite. Okay, so RE plus H whole square, RE plus H you do, and you get the orbital velocity. Okay. Next, what they have asked? Time period. So obviously you know they are here. Time period T is equal to 2 pi root over of this. So put it over there. So T is equal to 2 pi. Okay. Now one thing you can do over here, students, as I told you that T is 2 pi. Okay, the formula is 2 pi RE by your this one velocity, orbital velocity. So here, since you are finding the orbital velocity, students, so you can easily put it in this formula. So you don't have to work hard for it. Okay, just put it in the formula 2 pi RE by this one V0, and you will get the answer for the time period. Okay, just put it over here 2 pi RE by V0, and you get the time period. So it becomes, so you can easily use this formula. Okay, if you are finding V0, you can easily use this formula to simplify, because if you go for this one, the calculations become very big. So go for the short way, find VO, and you can easily put it over there to find the time period. Okay. Now let's go to sum number 23. Let's see what sum number 23 is telling us. Okay. Sum number 23, it's telling that okay, sum number 23, 22. Okay, so let's do sum number 23. Okay, 23, it's the same type as 22, so you can do it yourself. Let's do sum number 24. Okay, so what is sum number 24? An artificial satellite is revolving at a height of 500 km. That means H is given as 500 km. So obviously 500 km we can write it as 0.5 into 10 to the 6 meter. Okay. Next, it is given in a circular orbit, completing one revolution in 98 minutes. That means time period T is given as 98 minutes. As I told you earlier, that convert minutes into seconds. That means 98 into 60. Okay. So you will multiply and get the answer in seconds. Okay. What else is given? Given that calculate the mass of the earth. Okay. So basically you are asked to find the mass of the earth. Okay. What else is given to you? Capital G is given as 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Okay. and the radius of the earth RE is given as 6.37 into 10 power 6 meter. Okay, so these are the quantities given to you. Now I have already written down the formula of ME. Just put it in the formula. So ME is nothing but 4 pi squared RE plus H whole cube by T square G. So you see here, students, you know the value of RE, it's given. You know the value of H, it's given. You know the value of T, it is given. And you know the value of G, it is also given. Okay, so you can easily put it in the formula, find and get the answer. Okay, students, so you see here that the formulas are very important in solving the sums. Okay, next let us go to sum number 25. Sum number 25, students, let us see what it is saying. So sum number 25, it's saying that the earth completes one revolution around the earth in 27 days. Okay, the moon completes, not the earth, the moon completes. That means time period of the moon is given as 27 days. Now student, remember, time period is never calculated in days. It is always calculated in second. So 27 days means how many seconds? 27 into 24, because one day is 24 hours and 1 hour is how much seconds? 60 into 60. Okay, so see, we have converted it into seconds. Always the time period, students try to convert it into seconds. Okay, next, what else is given to you? And in an orbit of radius 3.8 into 10 power 5 kilometer. So that means the radius of the moon is given as 3.8 into 10 power 5 kilometer. Now you can easily convert it into meter. 3.8 into 10 power 8 meter. Okay. What else is given? That earth completes one revolution around the sun in 365 days. That means the time period of the earth is given as 365 days. As I told you earlier, convert it into second. So 365 into 24, because one day is 24 hours, 1 hour is 60 minutes and 1 minute is 60 seconds. So we are converting it to seconds. Okay. What else is given? And the radius in an orbit of radius 1.5 into 10 power 8 kilometer. Okay. So radius is given as 1.5 into 10 power 8 kilometer. Okay. So what we have, so you can convert this into also meter. 1.5 into 10 power 11 meter. What you asked to find out? Compare the masses of the sun and the earth. You are asked to compare the masses of the sun and earth. Okay. So that means we are asked sun and the earth. Okay. So ms by me. You have to find out. Okay. So basically here you are finding the mass of the sun and the mass of the earth. Okay. So basically here mass of the sun means mass of the earth, and mass of the mass with respect to the earth is the mass of the moon. Okay. Now look at the formula of the mass. It is nothing but 2 pi. Now since the height is not given here, students, so you are not going to use the formula of h. So you can remove the h and you can put just 2 pi square RE square. Okay. By RE cube MES RE cube by G square G and T square. Okay. T square G or whatever. And so here this RE means the time period of the earth and time period of the radius of the earth and the time period of the earth. Okay. And moon, for the moon it is 4 pi square RM square by G TM square. Okay. So by putting the values, okay, solving and putting the values, you will get the ratio. Okay. So you can see here 4 pi will easily get cancelled. G will get easily cancelled, or you are left with, what you are left with? RE cube. Okay. RE cube by TE cube into TM square by RM square. Okay. So just put the values, solve, and you will get the answer. Okay, so put it in this values, you know RM, you know RE, you know TM, you know TV, put it in this, solve and get the answer.